All right, guys. So, today I just about lost it today. I was talking to a young lady. She's probably like 11 years old or something like that. Okay, so let me back this up a little bit. So, working as an electrician, I get clientele that become not just my clients, but also friends. We grow a relationship. I do a lot of work at their home, and that was the case today. And I went and I did a job at someone's home, did some electrical things. You know, um, Anyways, did some work for them. And talking to their daughter, I don't know how this came up exactly in conversation, but somehow this came up, and her daughter was talking about on how the teacher who's online, on how the teacher was asking her these questions. Now, I had only heard about this through the grapevine. I had not known anybody who was going through this type of curriculum or this type of stuff, but she was saying that the teacher was asking, like, what are my privileges? Then the kids had to list off her privileges on Zoom. And so they were like, "Oh, well, you're white, so that's a privilege. You're a Christian. Apparently being a Christian is a privilege," they say. And then she was like, "Oh, well, what are my downfalls? What are my non privileges?" And they're like, "Oh, well, you're a female. Um, you're I don't know, whatever else they want to throw in there." But she told me, the little girl, she said, yeah, that they listed being a white male Christian and middle class made you privileged. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? She's like, yeah. She's like, I can't believe that they were asking us this. Like, even that little girl felt offended. Like, that little girl felt like, this is like, why are we even talking about this? Why are we not learning something else? And it's not because the mother told her, like, oh, that you shouldn't talk about that or anything like that. No, it was this little girl just felt like that this was inappropriate, which it is. It's 100% inappropriate. This is the stupidest thing. Like, I had only heard about it, like I said, but the fact that I heard firsthand knowledge from this girl on exactly what she had to go through in this class, it was supposed to be a school class. Why are my tax dollars going to a teacher to ask such questions and to point out those kids that are in that Zoom, okay? To point them out. That's like saying, hey, black kid, you're privileged because you're black, so therefore you could run faster and you could jump higher than your other counterparts who are white or Hispanic, or you're Asian, so therefore you're smarter than your black counterpart or your white counterpart, and so therefore you're privileged. What? That's the stupidest thing for a and I'm going to say this, it is the left propaganda, it's the left group, the liberals, that are pushing this type of stuff. States like New York and Chicago and Illinois and in California, in these states, and it's the dumbest thing. And I just, this is so stupid. The fact that these kids get asked these questions. What's really bugged me is that school choice would help alleviate a lot of this garbage, so you don't have to hear these teachers indoctrinating your kids. And that's what it is, it's indoctrination. Don't think it's not. Don't think that this is just, oh, this is another way of learning, or there are real differences and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, there are differences. Yeah, we know that there are physical differences between a girl and a boy. We do know that there's physical differences between races. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Some are on average are taller, some on average are shorter, some on average are whatever it may be. It's also your genes. Your genes that you are born with, yeah, that also may play a role, of course. Yeah. Some people are handicapped, some people are not. Some people get to rely on affirmative action. Blacks, Native Americans, Hispanics, even female. Yeah, you get to play on that affirmative action, which, in my opinion, would make people, more privileged. Because Or what if you're poor? Then you're privileged. Or what, you're not middle class. You know, she was saying, oh, I'm privileged because I'm middle class. That's what the teacher said. That's stupid. Well, then what about the poor? Because they can apply for more programs. They can apply for financial assistance and aid. They're privileged. Then they're privileged. Okay? Rich people, they're privileged. But then again, they get taxed a grip more. So therefore, they're not so privileged, right? I mean, this thing is so stupid. It's so dumb. Instead of wasting our tax dollars on indoctrinating these kids, how about you use them to set up a class on how to invest in the stock market, how to balance your checking account, how to make ends meet, how to start up an entrepreneur small business, how to file your taxes, your own taxes, learn some certain tax codes. How about go more in depth with the Constitution and your rights than just one semester? We rely on the Constitution for so much, for our rights and our liberties, voting processes and everything, how to run for office, how to come out of the private sector, onto mainstream. I mean, why don't they use these resources for that? Not indoctrinating these kids on stupid things, on things that don't matter. That's just, it's not only that it doesn't matter, but it sets people up to be victims. That's all that is. It just sets up a whole victim mentality. And I'm going to tell you something. This is a spiritual thing. This is a spirit that we're dealing with. This is a spirit of confusion, like a Leviathan, where you take the very truth of what is. Yes, there are some differences, but then you pervert it, you twist it, and you manipulate it to be something that it is not supposed to be. It's demonic. It's Satan himself. Satan himself is the one who told Eve, well, did God really say this? Did he really say that you were going to die if you eat from the tree of knowledge? He made her question. Eve started thinking differently, started questioning the very truth that God spoke. So when God spoke a woman and a man, a very truth into existence, a woman is supposed to be like this, a man is supposed to be like this, and all of a sudden you got this demonic spirit that is saying, well, did God really say that you're a man, that you're a woman? Is that really who you are when you are born? Or is that just a label that the colonial right-wing male Caucasians put on you? Those nasty Christians, whatever. I think that's the stupidest thing. It is demonic. It is a spirit of confusion. And look, it's on the youth. It's on the young people, on the youth. We cannot, as believers, sit idly by and just let this type of stuff happen. It doesn't matter if you have kids or not that are inside of the school. Call your local school district. Find out what school district you're into. If you're a grandparent, be more aggressive. If you're not even a parent, but you're concerned about this, like, this is stupid. And especially if you're a Christian, get on the phone. Get on the phone and call your school district and be like, look, I hope you're not, what is your curriculum on this? Are you imposing this? Are you pushing this on the children? Because I am completely against this. And get pissed off. Get pissed off over the phone. Get angry, get upset. That's fine. No, stop with this passive idea that, oh, it's okay, we just love on everybody, whatever. No, squeaky wheel gets the grease. Get pissed about this, because look, they're taking the kids, they're taking this generation. We've sat on our hands for too long, and now I'm talking to Christians, I'm talking to believers, sitting on our hands for too long, not doing anything about anything, and just being passive. Oh, it's all part of end time prophecy, whatever. Yeah, I understand that, but it doesn't mean that we got to rocket ourselves into end time prophecy. By you sitting on your hands and not walking out in your authority does not mean that you're making Jesus' plans come any faster. You're just being complacent with the little that he gave you. All right? Jesus gives parables about this. He says he gave the master left the house. He gave the servants some coins, and they were supposed to multiply them. And what happened to the lazy one? And then he ended up calling him out. Oh, you stupid and lazy servant. You didn't do anything with it. He ended up burying it in the ground, and he didn't do anything with it. When we're given authority, when we're given favor, when we're given giftings, and we don't use it, we got talents, and you don't say anything, you don't do anything, all it takes is a phone call to get pissed off about this, so that way these guys can at least push back on it as well. Don't think that they're like we're all okay with it, because we are not okay with it. You cannot be okay with it. This is the most ignorant, stupid thing. Check this out. And even if you're not a Christian, they said that you're privileged because you're Christian. Okay, that's garbage. Now what are you saying then? Then what are you saying about other religions, other faiths? What, that they're less than? And they're less than? No. They're trying to say that Christians believe that we are better than other people, which is false. I will tell you that Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life, and nobody comes to the Father except through Jesus Christ. But that doesn't make you a less person. That doesn't make you less than. That doesn't make you dumb. That doesn't make you stupid. I'm not throwing identity labels on anybody. What I am saying is that Jesus paid the price for our sin nature on the cross. His blood covers all sin, and anyone who cries out to him will be saved. Yes, that's true. But I'm not saying that anybody else. I got friends of other faiths, other religions, other moral backgrounds, ethnicities. Yes, I do. And I don't think that less than. I don't think I'm better than anybody. No. That's foolish. That's stupid. That is not tolerant. And they talk about tolerance. Oh, you got to have tolerance. That is not tolerance. That is placing division and giving a poverty mindset in some situations, and giving a fear mentality, okay, as well. It's putting all these other labels than what is supposed to be. And you think you're opening someone's mind to it or making them think outside of the box. No, that's not even about thinking outside of the box. That is giving someone an oppressed mindset, thinking that they are a victim, like a victim mentality. Oh, you're a black female mixed with some other minority, so therefore you're not a Christian, so therefore you are, you're just totally oppressed. You know the ridiculous thing that I just heard the other day? I called my insurance company, AAA, about some car insurance thing, about a vehicle. And then they told me, okay, that because my son's on there, they were like, okay, he's a male, he's 23, when he's 26, then his insurance will go down. Right now he's at liability. And then the guy, and I was like, okay, all right, I know that, I get that, higher liability, because they're males, they tend to be more like raced out. They tend to do more things, crazy on the road, getting behind the wheel. I understand that, although I do believe that's a bit sexist, to be honest. I mean, if we're going all fair and all straight and everything, then, hey, then a girl and a guy should pay the same thing. But you know what is changing it now in California? And he told me over the phone, my insurance broker, he told me, okay, that what may change and may make it equal is not the fact that it's sexist to charge a male more and a female less. No. You know what it is? Because they're going to pass all this verbiage, garbage, legal jargon about getting rid of pronouns and stuff, on how the a binary, now you could be a binary, like I don't identify as a male or female. And so I told him, I was like, all right, well, what if I'm a male and I just want to identify while I'm driving as a female? Does that make my rate go down? Can it go down then? And he started laughing. Yeah, it sounds stupid, right? Yeah, exactly. That's how stupid it is. It's stupid. It's foolish. It makes no sense. So why are we believing all this stupidity? And why are we okay with it? Why are we not bucking the system? Be like, no, screw you, governor. Screw you, congressman, senate. Get a hold of your representatives from your area, okay? Susan Rubio is in my district, okay? I'm going to be calling her office and be like, no, you can't be pushing all this stupid male, female, transgender, all this garbage. No. For a small minority of people that have a mental condition that they think that they are female or male or whatever, or just the thought passes their mind, which may be common in a young person amongst many other thoughts, like, is God real? Do I like girls and you're a girl? Or I like boys and you're a boy? These thoughts do cross your mind. Yeah, because you're figuring things out. Your mind is exploring whatever. You're a teenager. You're going through all these hormonal stupidities. Yeah, I get that. Should I smoke this weed? Should I not? Should I drink? Should I not? Whatever. I get that. But man, I'm telling you, this teacher that told this little kid, and this little girl, she's like, what? Like, these are stupid. Even a little girl could figure it out. And so me and the mother start talking about, like, school choice. Like, she's like, I'm so ready to put my kid inside a private school. Now, let me tell you what school choice is. School choice, in some states, they've already passed this. You don't have to do it at the federal level. Do it on the local level. You don't have to take everything to the president's office for some executive order or through Congress or whatever. They're fail sauce, and they're all bought out fake rhinos anyways. It could be done at the local level. So you need to vote on the local level, legislate on the local level, make things pass that fit your neighborhood, your system, even down to your city, guys. You don't want weed shops in your city? It's local level. Vote on it locally. Get yourself city council members that are going to push, strip clubs and weed shops out of there. Because I'm telling you, what's associated with those places is a lot of drug addicts, gang members, drive-bys, a lot more gang activity, break-ins, theft. It comes with it. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And I'm not being biased about anything. I'm not against, I'm not being against people. I am against those establishments, yes. But it's true. It's true. That's why you can't even have strip clubs next to, X amount of feet from a school and so on and so forth. Anyways, that's a lot being said. So if you've made it through this video, we're at 17 minutes now. Anyways, call up your local school district. Get pissed off. Get angry. Tell them that you don't want that in your neighborhood. You don't want that in your school system or whatever. And you don't have to have a kid inside. It's your money. It's your tax dollars going to it. You're paying for the school anyway, for the education of these kids. Don't let them indoctrinate these kids with garbage, with trash. And push tax classes for them to learn taxes or learn how to invest in stock market. The moment I said that to the kid, she got excited. She was like, yes. And then her older brother was right there. He's like, yes. He's all, exactly. He's all, I actually started taking a business class inside of his junior high that he goes to, that they just started doing that. And so he started taking that class. And I said, they should be doing that throughout. Like, that should be, that you should just know that. Know how to invest. Know how to do your taxes. Know how to balance your checking account. Know how to do these things. What a credit score is. How to build it up. What those things are for. Shoot, I say don't do credit score. Just pay everything cash. Like, how to make money. How to save, for retirement. Things like that. Anyways, that's my rant. I got upset earlier when she was telling me this. I was like, wow, I just can't believe that. So, but then again, look what world we're living in. Look what state I'm living in. So, yeah, I guess I can believe that. Anyways, just be blessed. Know that Jesus Christ is on the throne. Man, he's good. All these things change. Yes, legislation changes. Governors, senators, congressmen, legislation, they change. But God does not. Jesus Christ still sits on that throne. The work is finished on the cross. So be encouraged for that fact. All right. Anyways, God bless you guys. Love you. Share it before I let you go. Share it. Please share. And please like and subscribe. If you haven't already, like it. Click like. I'm trying to get this thing moving. Hopefully bring in some other sources of income, but mainly it's just to speak my mind. I'm going to be putting all kinds of other content out there as well. Leave your comments down below, whether you like it, whether I'm off base, your own points of views. Please put them on here. Thread them out. Let's hear them out. All right. God bless you guys. Please share. Take care. God bless.